A happy Sunday evening out there to everybody. We've got some things to talk about as we go through this work week. A chilly pattern, but a pretty quiet pattern. No big systems are anticipated, and that's something to speak of because we haven't had really any snow, as you know, here Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo. Did pick up some snow in northernmost sections of the viewing area with that system that passed through over the past 24 to 48 hours, but not much here in GR, that's for sure. Now, a cold front does arrive in this overnight period, folks, and that'll be around 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So overnight lows around 30 degrees. 7 a.m. this cold front comes through. The colder air behind it is going to work to kind of offset that daily warming process tomorrow. So I think largely we're holding fairly steady during the morning hours. And then in the afternoon, I think the colder air actually wins out despite the fact that there may be a few breaks for sun in there. And we're at 28 degrees by 4 o'clock. So one of our colder days we've seen in recent times, and some scattered flurries, scattered light snow during the morning could deposit a light dusting or a coating in spots. Won't be a real big deal, but in fact may turn the ground white briefly and very lightly around West Michigan. So we'll call it some light snow showers tomorrow morning. Lake effect variety in the wake of this passing cold front. A quiet pattern into the work week. No big systems out there, folks. You look out for those areas of low pressure that can have a band of significant snow. Don't see it around here. So no real snow threats in sight through the next 7 to 10 days. And in fact, as you get into week 2, there are signs that we may in fact get a bit milder, go well back above normal. Not the case tomorrow, though. These are the wind chills on Monday at 1 p.m. on the time code. We're feeling like the middle to upper teens around the region. So it is going to be a downright chilly day to start the work week. 29 on Tuesday and pretty similar Wednesday. 34 on Thursday, starting to round the bend, and then I think we get into the upper 30s, maybe near 40 degrees if everything works out by next weekend. So we'll see how that plays out. But overall, as I mentioned, this look on the models, you take a consensus of information, and these are the departures from average from the Climate Prediction Center, utilizing a whole bunch of models. And the deeper the oranges and reds, that's where the expectation is for departures from the average to be above normal. And obviously, the deeper the reds, the greater above average to be anticipated into Christmas week. That's for week 2 of the forecast. So that is something else. And still no signs of major Arctic air dumping in from Canada anytime soon. A thin ribbon of light snow out ahead of a cold front that is working through Minnesota and Wisconsin as we speak. So that will help to pick up a little bit of moisture off of Lake Michigan in the overnight and through tomorrow morning, but it's only going to be a little. It won't be a lot with the chilly temperatures, though. Again, any snowflakes could collect to a dusting through tomorrow morning. There is a bigger system down to our south, and this has a lot of moisture, most of it in the form of rain. That'll go across the mid-Atlantic seaboard. You'll see some of that will stretch northward into New York and Boston, but not wrapping up into a big winter storm. However, even though that one doesn't, check out this next disturbance exiting the Rockies from around Denver, crosses Nebraska and Kansas. This one is going to stay to our south, but watch it as it goes across the deep south and starts to round the turn here, come up the east coast as a nor'easter, and we'll have big time snow with it, perhaps in New York City, certainly in Boston. I think a threat for significant accumulations of snow there late Wednesday and into Thursday. But again, that system misses us. All we experience is the north and northeasterly flow on the backside of it, keeping us on the chilly side. But eventually, the pattern starts to kick some milder air in here by next weekend. And the weak system that arrives on Saturday next weekend, it probably even has a little bit of rain mixed in with snow showers. Future snowfall over the next several days, not looking too impressive here in Michigan, that's for sure. Maybe a dusting. Big snows along the East Coast. And Derek, here is our forecast. It's a little bit more wintry-like with the temperatures, but certainly no plowable snows through this 7-day. In fact, a little bit milder by the weekend.